Yeah, look at this bad boy. I'm presuming this is the one that we did. Yeah, it is. It's not in its final stages yet anyway, so I'm not sure if that's just primer. No, I think that's got its top coat on. But it's definitely not in its final stages because they haven't finished tops of these off. They're probably, because that's where wheels were sat, if you remember, so they'll be having to prat about with them, but I think the chassis is done. Look at that. Bit of dust on it, like. It's like brand new. Like a brand new Holden. Obviously you're going to see where pitting's been. Let's have a look. Like where bad rust was. If you'll remember on that video, I'll probably link in the description, but you'll see where old pitting used to be. Yeah, you can go to town and you can fill all that lot and flatten it off, but are you going to spend all that money on this old truck? You've got to see it from a logical point of view. It's not worth spending too much money on it, but it's worth spending money on, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's one of them jobs. It wants doing, and they're happy with the truck. Well, I don't know. I think cab's been done and all. I know, cab's in primer. Yeah, cab's in primer. So if we remember all this lot down here, and I left all this lot, that looks like they've gone over it with a needle gun. And it looks like they've finished little areas off. So it's not... Oh, where's that one gone? I left some on top. Yeah, that's what I mean about leaving them tops. You're never going to see it. You're only going to see it when cab's up. I know that's not an excuse to leave stuff, but that... Just look. All that crap that's behind there, like the radiator and all aircon pipes and aircon radiators, oil coolers, all that sort of stuff. There's just way too much stuff to damage down there when it gets covered anyway. Plus when wheel liner goes in, there's a lot of that you'll not see. So there's a lot more of this got to get built back up yet, but I'm here to do the fifth wheel, and I think some sort of catwalk for it. They've got some sort of lead, I don't know, I'll see anyway soon. But has that wheel been painted? We did that wheel, didn't we? Oh, that's what happens. See, that's what I mean about, they're not, I'll probably end up doing these wheels again actually, because they've done centre but left wheel. Because remember it had that wheel trim on. That's what you can't get behind wheel trim. So now they've taken it off, so probably, well, I doubt it actually, they'll probably just sand that off. It's not a big job. Look at that. Like brand new. Oh, it's got its tank on there and all. Shame about that bleeding dent in it. But probably not on job sheet, so don't be commenting saying, oh, that's not how that should be done different. It's real world, real life, real stuff, and real customers paying real money. So if it's an unlimited amount of money and you've got an unlimited amount of time, you'd unbolt everything. Yeah, that's what you'd do, definitely. You'd unbolt everything and blast it separate, paint it, and then reassemble everything. But then truck's going to be more than what a new truck could be. So yeah, it's not feasible on some jobs. We know how to do it, but this is how we do it. Nah, in some sort of money bracket. Yeah, get another 15, 20 year maybe after that. Well, I doubt it actually, depending on how many miles it does. Might get about 4 mile, aren't it? Right, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm just gonna, in fact, it's bleeding cold today, so I don't know what I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if he'll put me on that actually. I've got that to do at some point. None of them's getting done. No, none of them's getting done. There might be something inside. I'm gonna have a look. Grab me coffee. That's that. Yeah, you can't go on there, you can't hit this just because it's radiator and stuff. It's just a little bit just easier to stay away from all that lot, because I can get in, I can hit that, yeah, no problem, but where'd you stop? Because there's obviously a lot of pipes there, so it just makes sense to stop there. I was going to do a bit more of this, but it's not bolted up, and every time I went near it, it was just blowing all over. So what can I do? And I don't want to cause, because that'll cause more damage than what Blaster will do running over pipes. That flapping about and snagging on them pipes and kept like jamming them pipes, that's likely to bust a pipe. So it's easier just not do it. Bear in mind, it's going into a body shop anyway, so if there is any misses, it's not like, if they are essential and they are in way, they can sort them anyway. It's not like they don't know what they're doing. It's cold today. I think it's about -2, maybe -3. I don't think it's going to start. Not first turn anyway. It was a couple of times. Oh, so it's an heating element and air intake. It ain't got glow plugs. So we'll get a couple of turns. I'll say 3 turns. Should be nice and warm now. If you don't like cold weather, turn now for about 30 seconds or so, so I can get some heat. Give that about 15-20 minutes to warm up before I demand air off it. Just let it circulate some oil. The smoke gets kicked out. Oh! I think mainly that's condensation, to be fair. It's not a good sign, is it? I'm going to have to start and probably put a 45-degree angle on bottom of that exhaust. Can't it makes all curtain go black. That's what you don't want. You don't want it to sit underneath here, smoke. So obviously then compressor's sucking it in and then pumping it into my helmet. That's the only thing the filter can't filter, CO2. It filters everything else out of air apart from CO2. So that's quite a problem that I need to address. So if I just did an end cap, a 45-degree, or just something that spat it this way a little bit, but saying that, somebody's probably going to walk along and then burn the leg on it because it does get hot. Ideally, originally, it went that way. So that exhaust there that goes straight down used to just go straight up, but I can't have that because I don't want it to go into my cab. Yeah, I could probably put a pipe on it and out through roof, but then I'm probably going to have problems with leaking and stuff, and I'm not a roofer and I don't think I know how to seal it, so my best chances are it just going out at the floor like that. I want some mesh now to cover that gap up, because if somebody sticks their fingers in there, it's going to burn them. They shouldn't be doing it, but there's idiots about it that probably would stick their fingers in it. So yeah, I need to put some mesh over that, paint it up, make it look a little bit better. The job on my list is to do wheels on it. I want to blast wheels. It's not a big, yeah, it's just changing note there. I don't know if you heard it on camera. That's just starting to settle down a bit now, so it's starting to warm up. It'll do that again and then it's ready for action. So Not sure what that is. I think that'll be something to do with arse end on it, with tow bargers maybe. Probably. All I know is that's a big heavy plate. I'm not quite sure on what that is. These are something to do with catwalk. All this lot's getting done. They were going to lift it onto these pallets, but we ain't really got enough pallets. Oh, and them wheels for it, like I said. I kind of knew that they wouldn't. It wouldn't be in its final stages, that wagon, because it's been a week or so now. So he's just going to want them smartening off. Just brighten them up a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. So it's been in a damp shop. If it was summer, you'd get away with it. It wouldn't do that tinging. You see that colour in there? It wouldn't do that if it were in summer or in a drier shop. That must have been in a different area, because that's not as bad. That's just starting to tinge off a little bit. But so all I mean, I might as well just whip back over them. It's only a couple of seconds to smarten them off. And it looks like I've missed an area there. Yeah, I've missed a nice area there. So, see, it's not a problem if I do miss stuff like that. That's not a major thing. On a big ship like that, that's the biggest job. To miss that little bit, it's not too bad, because they can just fly around it and etch it off anyway. Just scratch it up with some, I don't know, flappy disc or whatever. But it's just, I'm here to try and save them as much time as possible and leave a better finish on stuff. So we've got aluminium. I think they're mudguard holders. That's a mudguard holder or marker light holder. Not entirely sure what they are. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's just a pin. Thought it was like an hydraulic canister or something. That'll be alright. Okay, get a few more minutes, let that warm up, and then I'll crack on. I think I'm going to have no but bother here, because I ain't cleaned my pot out and I've had some steel grit in it. Steel grit's slightly bigger than what glass is, so it's going to be hard to monitor my sand because I didn't clean it. And I started filling it up with glass, and then I realised I'd still got some shot on top after I'd already put like 3 bags of glass in. So yeah, it's mixed in, so it's going to be on and off all the time. I reckon it's going to be it's not going to be as smooth as normal, but it is what it is. My mistake. Oh, I bet that footage is going to be a bit crap. I'll just try and get pot set, because like I say, it's going to be a bit... I've damaged my lens on my camera, so I spend another 25 quid on a little bit of glass. Oh well, it is what it is. Oh, compressor's missing and all. For foots. Compressor's missing as well. My days, what's up with that? Compressor's down a bit, so I've just turned it up a little bit, because we're having bothers already before we even started. That compressor's going to cut out. That steel grit that's coming through, I can feel it hitting me. See how it don't leave it as clean? The texture on that will be super deep. If there were big pieces of rust or thick metal, thick paint, they could chisel it off a lot easier. Yeah, I can feel it bouncing back. It's horrible stuff. It's very nasty. But luckily there's only a minimal amount in pot. I think glass is starting to come through a little bit now. There's going to be too much glass. Compressor's dying. It's not. It's not giving me full power. It's that bloody filter again. Something to do with that filter housing. Or that pickup tube. In fact, let me just test something. I can hear it. It's I'm just going to run it with cap open, with diesel cap, just to make sure it's getting enough air into it. We're going to have code 29 on here, I reckon. 1347. Right, let's just try it with this open. Now, that should get enough air at that. It's something to do with that, between there, that pipe, and coming into that. Because if I drop that pipe straight into the tank, it runs fine. So it's something to do with this. It's not to do with how it bleeds up, because I bled it. I've had inline pumps on it and stuff. They're all tight. On top of here, we've only got numbers on these. So there, look, we've got a number 1, a number. Oh no, that's just an arrow out. I think that arrow isn't. Something to do with that. It's got to be that these are in the wrong place. It can't be no else, because that's brand new. That housing's brand new. The only thing that's different is this fit in here, but I put that on and I put dowdy seals in it. I've put some gunk on it. I've tightened them all up, and that fit in there. It can only be, but there's no leaking. There's no leaks. Even when you've got an inline pump on here and you pressure it up, there's no leaks on it. So I just don't know. I can't understand unless this is at fault. This pickup pipe. It's going to be running out of diesel if I leave that out too long. Now there's no gauze on bottom of that. Unless it's something to do with that. See, it's gone off now, that code, but it'll not give me full power. So I'll just run it with that off, because that filter, that's my breather for my tank. And I've blown down that, and that's fine. I've unhooked it there and I've blown down it, and it's fine. So I don't know. I just can't work it out. Something to do with that pissing thing. Let's see how that goes. It might need resetting. It might need turning off and back on again, not to clear fault. Okay, it's dropped already. It's not giving me all power. Feel them bits of shock coming through. Still grit, sorry, not shock. That compressor's struggling. I'm going to have to turn it on and off. See if that resets it. See if that does out. The magnets are strong. Now we've got a code up. It'll not start back up now until you've let air pressure drop. Let that drop to about 50. 75. Should go now. No, not going to let me have it yet. No, not yet. I'm running out of air in my helmet. Shouldn't want to go at all now. Should have left it on. Uh-oh. Oh, turn them off. They'll not let me press that until it said about a 30-second cycle. Although it's already warm, I know it's warm. No codes. Let's see if lifting that cap off does any difference. Yeah, that's better. Or it could be a sensor that's actually telling. I even turned fans on then. Thought it were quiet down here. Oh no! What a dick! No, that's quite a biggish job and all to get that back in there. If I can't just pull it through. No! What a pillock! Oh. I unbolt all that lot and that's stuck to the back of there now, so I can't take that panel off. I can't just climb in here because all that's bolted up, so I've got to go in through other side. Oh man, this is quite a biggish job now. It's turning into a pain in the ass. Let's see what this says. Hopefully it's just that sensor that's probably sends something that needs. It's doing it alright anyway, I'll leave it at that for now. Don't need it on, it's cold enough. There's not, I'm not getting any water problems. In fact, it's still working anyway because I've got a water leak here and that's where my drains are. I need to fix that and I need to sort that and drop it through the middle of the chassis somewhere. So it's still separating water through my Le Mans filter and my original water trap. Plus it's still got that other cooler at the other side with engines pulling air through, so it's got a little bit. Black smoke, no, that's... Yeah. Right, that's running out of shot, so I can just fire this off now. And just have a quick go at this. Put that somewhere safe, because I've only got one hand. Still got quite a bit of shot in there. Look at that, it's just chopped through that. Piece of wood there. Let me take shot off. I'll take nozzle off and then give it a squirt. Try and get revs up. This will get it revving. Oh, a bit awkward though. Just put your guys back on tripod because it's a bit awkward one-handed. That's not good. We need to do some that. Oh, pissing hell. They blew it straight through thing. Not an happy camper today, this. It's definitely not happy today. Right, next thing, what I'm going to try, I'm going to take this pickup pipe off here and I'm going to put it on there and I'm going to see if it's this filter housing that's at fault or this pickup pipe. I can't see a pipe being a problem though because it's only hard plastic and it drops into the tank. Code 29, unknown diesel fault. Unknown fault, it's some sort of unknown fault. That's tight. I can only but think it's got to be. It's got to be me that's put these on the wrong way. It can't. That's an error out and that's an error in. That's an error in. Out. And that'll be an error in. The only other thing that I can suggest here is taking that off there and putting it into there, because that, I can't see it, but that might be a loop circuit. In fact it can't be because it's set up exactly the same as, hang on, back one, feed, out. That's same housing, it's just different filters. One's a water catcher and one's a water catcher and something else. I don't know, I can't work it out. I don't know what's up with that. Could it be this? That's only, unless this is sensing something and this chuffing sensor, leave it unplugged, and that, it might be that sensor that's at fault. There might be nothing wrong with this, it might be just that sensor. Let me unplug it and let me try, see what that's like. All that time it could be just, I thought that were an auto drain. I thought it just auto drained water at it, diesel. But thinking about it, it might just be a sensor to tell the engine that it needs draining manually. Because I think you still just twist it. Yeah, I think you just twist it. Might be that it does just need draining. It might be me that's just a pillock. In fact, I'm not going to mess about with it because I don't want diesel all off for a start, and I don't want to let air back into the system. It might be just that sensor. Let me just try it. I can't make my mind up if it's missing or not. Let's see if I can put you closer to this and then I'll probably listen it back on editing. I don't know if it's missing. Definitely black smoking. So no, it's not sensor. That'll tell me if that's at fault, because I know that when that's in tank, that picks it up and that runs alright. So bypassing, using that pickup pipe, we'll find out if it's the pickup pipe or something to do with that elbow or something to do with that. If that's at fault, it's something to do with this. That's brand new though. That's brand new. Oh, well, they were brand new. They're all factory parts. That's obviously a John Deere part. That's a factory part. That's brand new, John Deere, bought from John Deere itself. All this is my stuff. Have to give that a go and see what she's saying now. That's done now anyway, so that's bypassed. In fact, we could.
What I might do just before I start doing them wheels is pull that diesel pipe back up again and just drop it back into the tank. You can't be doing it any good, that. You can't be doing it any favours. Running it on low diesel, well, it's a low diesel. That's, well, essentially that's what it is. It's not getting enough fuel. So, if I can just try and eliminate it for now. I think it's turned off. And you see that, but it's smoking. Not running clean. I don't know if you can see it just underneath there, just coming upside at curtain. I think that's why it's going black on curtain, to be fair. It's smoking when it's running, when it's on air demand. Not sure whereabouts these fit on lagging, so I don't know what's face side and what's underside. Obviously it's all going to get done, but it's just nicer to know, so that you can probably put a little bit better finish on face side of things. Side ain't done that. I think that's what bolts to chassis though, so not essential, I don't think. bleeding full face there that ain't done. Thought I got that. For timing, I thought I'd get all these bits done, and then I'd need to refill, pull out what they call it, for them wheels, and that's when I was going to turn it off. It's just giving me a little inkling. Oh, there's backside of that. It's just giving me an inkling there that it's running out of shot. I could probably squeeze them wheels out in it, but just turned it sent off. Just have a look.
Yeah, it's turned it sent off.